That down. Let's talk about this for a minute, shall we? They showed us at CinemaCon this year a really nice, big, juicy, I don't even know if you'd call it a trailer. I mean, it was this big, juicy thing on Predator Badlands, and part of it was a trailer. And we talked about it a little bit during our coverage of CinemaCon when we were in Vegas. But today, they have actually dropped the trailer. The Predator Badlands trailer reveals a predator teaming up with a human. I don't know that she's human.
Right.
I don't think Elle Fanning is human. I think Screen Rant's got that wrong. Anyway, an epic sci-fi monster hunt. Okay, so many of you guys have seen this now. The first trailer for Predator Badlands has come out. And like, Jonathan, you said something pretty interesting, like what you assumed about the movie because of the title.
I thought it was taking place in like the Badlands in the United States. And this would be like, these were going to be like pioneers heading westward or something like that.
Kind of like same thing as Prey, just a little further ahead, right?
Yeah.
But no, this is like a totally different planet, totally different world. And we're actually getting a predator as a protagonist. Now, you could argue we might have had that in Predator versus Alien when the predator teams up with a girl. That was completely stupid. But this, I love this. Like a young predator proving
I thought this
themselves.
so
Oh,
fun.
that's a great image. Look at that. That's fantastic. I really like that. And then you got the Elle Fanning character in there to kind of root it a little bit.
She's like a Wog from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Android.
I think she's an android of some kind. So I think this is far future kind of stuff, whatever. Or maybe she's just a human's got psych abilities or something like that. And she pulls an Undertaker. Her eyes go white before she tombstones somebody. I don't know. But so I don't think she's like a straight up human. But listen, I'll tell you what, I thought this looks great because it gives a couple of great elements that you can have in these survival action films where sometimes it's man versus man. Sometimes one of my favorite those when it's man versus nature.
Yeah.
Those are some of my favorite ones. And this looks like it's going to be a mix of the two. It's going to be him against this world. And apparently he's got some other predators of his own species that don't like him very much.
It seems like, I mean, I might be way off, but it seems like it's a predator proving ground.
Yeah.
It's part of the story, not the whole story, but
yeah, could be that as well. Anyway, Rob, we saw it. We saw the trailer when we were at CinemaCon, but it's out again now. We had a chance to revisit it. What do you think about the trailer?
Look, I think it looks great. Prey was it was a big surprise. And I think Steve Asbell, the president of 20th Century Studios, I call him the quiet king of franchises. He knows what's up. They had a good, there's this coupled with the animated Predator film that we're getting.
Killer of Killers.
Killer of Killers. I mean, these are both directed by what's his face? Why am I drawing a blank on his name? Who directed Prey?
I always mispronounce
Trachtenberg.
Trachtenberg.
Yeah, Dan Trachtenberg. Because I'm thinking Michelle. Oh, poor Michelle. But this looks great. It looks, it's somebody who clearly loves the franchise, giving us something new take on it, new look. I love the fact that they can make predators look different, yet it's recognizably the predator.
And they should look different. I mean, like an entire planet are clones. I mean,
yeah, totally. And I just love everything they're doing with this. I think it's a lot of fun. But every time I see a trailer or anything for a Predator movie, having seen Alien vs. Predator 2 Requiem, I know there's Predator cities, there's workaday predators. I would like to see a Predator sitcom. I would like to see a Predator drama. I want to see a Predator story about a multi-generational family, like perhaps in the past having a homestead like Tombstone or Yellowstone, the Yellowstone version. Why is it predators are always hunting? Can't they do anything else?
Me and Ann are buddies with the director of Predator Requiem and his wife.
I did not know.
Yeah, we're actually good buddies with them.
That opening scene, it's like that. Remember the Looney Tunes when the rooster and they meet and they're like they go to work every morning and then they fight all day long and they're like good night. I always kind of feel like that was that Predator, that scene when the ding 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 there's a problem on Earth and the Predator's like, okay, and he's got to leave his job and go solve that problem. I think that the Predator franchise has an untapped potential if they're not hunting. I want to see predators like, what does a predator plumber do?
You want to see like the Real Housewives?
I want to do that because we know they live in cities and they do it. We just see them when they're hunting. I feel that really is a vast denigration of what the Predators have to offer.
And Chris, you were not at CinemaCon, so this is your first time seeing this trailer. What was your first impressions of the trailer?
I mean, it looks pretty rad. I have full disclosure. I don't know enough about Predator to really have a hard opinion on this, aside from, wow, that looks cool. This looks really dope. I mostly just know about how you have a really cool handshake from Predator. That's it. That's kind of where my knowledge starts and ends. But it looks really, really interesting. And I do think Android, because that eye flicker, right?
Yeah.
That was a really cool little moment there. But again, maybe there's other lore in this world that explains more of who else going to be. But it looks really interesting. And I love that tagline of World of Hurt. So we know this is going to be really brutal and fun.
I mean, you could do a Fast the Furious movie where there's Predator racers. Like, you could make an F1 movie set in the Predator world.
You could have the Predators explain what happened with the vampires and other supernatural beings after the snap.
Oh my God, we're on to something. By the way, Justin in the live chat had the best idea. The Office, but with Predators. So this Predator is actually a young office worker with a crush on his Predator secretary. And he gets, in order to court her, he first has to go to this battle world.
He's great at the gym fourth wall breaks.
Yeah.
But I mean,
when the T-Rex shows up, the Predator just turns to the camera and goes,
remember when Henson years ago did the dinosaurs show?
yes.
I loved that show so much.
Right?
One of the darkest endings of any TV show ever.
We're going extinct.
Yeah.
But you could do that with Predators.
Oh, no, that's actually really rad. Ooh, okay.
But I don't think anybody actually wants to see that.
Just me.
Just Chris.
Why do we have to make Predators so one-dimensional?
Anyway, guys, question is for you. Did you have a chance to see this new trailer? It's up and online now. It's not just a CinemaCon exclusive. What did you think about it? You looking forward to it? I'll tell you what, this is a franchise I admittedly thought was dead and buried. And then Prey came along and kind of resurrected the whole thing. I'm looking forward to seeing this. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.